In the fierce competition of the mobile communication market, Xiaomi successfully broke through with its unique strategy and relentless efforts. Faced with the arrogance and high prices of foreign brands, Xiaomi chose a different path, dedicated to bringing high-performance smartphones to everyone. Its success not only changed the pattern of the Chinese mobile phone market but also had a profound impact globally. However, Xiaomi's success is not accidental but the result of deliberate strategy and continuous efforts. In today's video, I am delighted to think together with the audience. 1. How did Xiaomi stand out in the face of competition from foreign brands? 2. Why are foreign brands unwilling to lower prices to capture the vast low-cost smartphone market? 3. Should the development of technology companies serve the people or capital? Dear audience, welcome back to our channel. In this era of globalization, the competition in the mobile phone industry is becoming increasingly fierce. In this non-smoking battlefield, China's technology company Xiaomi, with its unique strategy and relentless efforts, has successfully challenged the arrogance and high prices of foreign brands and carved out its own path. Around 2000, the Chinese mobile phone market was dominated by foreign brands, with Nokia, Samsung, Sony Ericsson, and Motorola in the top 5. Domestic mobile phone brands such as TCL, Bird, and Lenovo were relatively weak. However, MediaTek's Turnkey solution enabled many small manufacturers to easily produce mobile phones, leading to the emergence of the cottage phone market. Although the quality of cottage phones was uneven in the early days, they popularized mobile communication at low prices. By around 2006, the market share of domestic mobile phones, mainly cottage phones, surpassed that of foreign brands. The chaos in the cottage phone market is detrimental to the long-term development of the mobile phone industry, but it is difficult to fill the gap in the low-end market without it. For example, Nokia's low-end phones used to sell for 1,500 yuan. In an era when the average wage was 1,000 yuan, the price of a house in Beijing's West 3rd Ring Road was only 3,000 yuan per square meter, but now it is 90,000 yuan per square meter, equivalent to the current price of that phone being 45,000 yuan. This reveals the reason why cottage phones priced at hundreds of yuan were popular at that time. They met people's demand for low-priced phones. No matter how high-end foreign brands are, affordability remains an issue. So the question is, why are foreign brands unwilling to lower prices to capture the vast low-cost smartphone market? It's not that they can't, but they don't want to. The customer is always right has always been regarded as the golden rule by brands, but in the eyes of foreign brands, customers are also divided into different categories. Looking back at the rise of foreign brands in China over the past few decades, which one's rise hasn't been filled with superiority? Including Apple, which brought about the smartphone revolution, was the same. The groundbreaking iPhone series not only turned phones into smart terminals but more importantly, it created a technological route to luxurized mass consumer goods. As we all know, for many women, carrying an international brand handbag brings a psychological advantage that is completely different from carrying an ordinary brand or even a miscellaneous brand handbag. That's the value luxury goods bring. Apple's product positioning is the luxury of the mobile phone industry. Apple leads the industry in technological innovations such as fingerprint unlocking and facial recognition, and introduces non-practical but marketable features such as Animoji and millimeter wave radar. In terms of marketing, they hired the CEO of luxury brand Burberry to promote their products and implemented a high-price strategy. The pricing of iPhones has never been cheap. For example, the top-of-the-line iPhone 15 Pro Max sold for as much as $1,699 in 2023. This strategy has made the iPhone a status symbol, helping Apple capture 20% of the market share but 85% of the global smartphone profits. However, this has also raised questions about fairness, questioning why students need to sell kidneys to buy phones, why low-income earners can only use cottage phones, and whether people in third world countries can only dream of owning smartphones. While Apple's strategy of pricing iPhones at high profit margins has sparked controversy, Xiaomi has adopted a different strategy, focusing on manufacturing affordable smartphones for the masses. Xiaomi pursues excellence in performance while striving to keep profits low, with profit margins controlled at less than 5%. To ensure product quality, Xiaomi insists on cooperating with top international suppliers. Although initially rejected, they eventually reached cooperation with companies like Qualcomm and Sharp through relentless efforts. Faced with supply chain challenges, such as Samsung's halt in supplying screens, Lei Jun personally intervened to resolve the issue and restore the supply. Xiaomi utilizes on-demand customization, supply chain management, and implements a reservation-based sales model to develop precise production plans, achieve zero inventory, and reduce costs. Additionally, Xiaomi innovates the online direct sales model, reducing intermediary links and further lowering prices. These strategies allowed Xiaomi's first phone to be launched at a people-friendly price of 1,999 yuan, with performance comparable to mainstream brands but at half the price, quickly winning the market. Xiaomi's rapid rise in the market with its high-cost performance products has made it a popular brand in the Chinese market, driving the disappearance of cottage phones. Luo Yonghao commented that Xiaomi has improved the market structure and product quality. As the brand becomes more high-end, Xiaomi still maintains a line of affordable products, such as Redmi, and influences the pricing of other brands. Xiaomi has also successfully expanded into overseas markets, especially in India and Southeast Asia, reducing the cost of using smartphones in low-income countries. Xiaomi's success benefits from China's manufacturing advantages, a model that is difficult to replicate in other countries. Xiaomi's mass-market approach contrasts sharply with Apple's high-end positioning, highlighting the fundamental question of whether technology is ultimately meant to serve the masses or just for the benefit of capital. Finally, let me summarize today's video, hoping it brings you some inspiration and value. Xiaomi's success is not accidental. It chose the path of serving the people in the fierce mobile communication market, insisting on being user-oriented, driven by technological innovation, and aiming to fulfill people's aspirations for a better life. This people-centered philosophy has enabled Xiaomi to maintain clear goals and firm beliefs in its competition with foreign brands. Why are foreign brands unwilling to lower prices to capture the vast low-cost smartphone market? This reflects a core issue in the development of technology companies. Should the development of technology companies serve the people or capital? Xiaomi chooses the former, firmly believing that the development of technology companies should serve the people, which is also the key to Xiaomi's breakthrough in the global smartphone market. Xiaomi's story tells us that the development of technology companies cannot be separated from the people and cannot solely pursue the growth of capital. Only by truly serving the people and meeting their needs can technology companies gain lasting vitality. This is Xiaomi's path to success and the inevitable path for the development of all technology companies. Xiaomi's success is not just the success of a company but also the success of an ideology. It tells us that only by adhering to a people-centered approach can one stand undefeated in global competition. This is Xiaomi's story and the story of all technology companies. In the future, Xiaomi will continue to adhere to its people-centered philosophy, driven by technological innovation, serving global users, and bringing more possibilities to the global smartphone market. We look forward to Xiaomi's future and hope that more technology companies can choose to serve the people like Xiaomi, changing the global smartphone market. Xiaomi's breakout is a story of challenges, breakthroughs, and serving the people. It tells us that as long as there is faith, strategy, and determination to serve the people, one can break out in the global smartphone market and create one's own glory. Feel free to share in the comments section. That's it for today's video. See you next time with more exciting content. Goodbye. Goodbye.